What's up everyone? It's Tyler here from apecoach.com, back with another video, and today we're going to be covering 6 supplement scams that are stealing your stash of cash.
Now I don't think they're ready for it. I don't think they're ready. 'Cause I've been working steady for it. I've been working steady.
We've been talking a lot about nutrition, what sort of myths to avoid, and then just taking a more flexible, sustainable approach with your nutrition rather than focusing on the short-term, super strict, just having that short-term mentality. Focusing on overall adherence is going to allow you to get much better long-term results in terms of your nutrition, your fitness, all that sort of stuff. And so whenever I discuss nutrition in my videos, I always get tons of questions regarding supplements and what sort of role they play in your overall results. And a lot of people have these misconceptions when it comes to supplements, just like they do with nutrition. But I feel like with supplements, there seems to be this almost over-reliance and more of like a blind belief that supplements make a much bigger impact than they actually do. So today I wanted to make sure that you guys are aware of some of the scams to kind of look out for with supplement companies, because being someone who's worked in the fitness industry and in the supplement industry for many, many years, supplement industry probably 5+ years already, there's a lot of shady shit that has gone on in the supplement industry and still continues to go on. And even some of the biggest kind of name brands that you're most familiar with, that you think would be the most reputable and trustworthy, some of those are the worst offenders simply because they have the marketing budget to basically push inferior products and kind of cut corners and that sort of thing when it comes to safety, efficiency, actual effectiveness of the supplements, etc. So with that being said, let's get right into it. Number 1 of the supplement scams to watch out for, it's simply that most supplements you see on the shelves at your local supplement shop or what have you don't work at all. You know, so many companies completely underdose every single ingredient in their supplements that they're actually completely useless. Either they'll have absolutely no effect whatsoever, or it'll be such a minimal effect that it wouldn't even be noticeable whether you were taking it or not. Now, I'm not against all supplements. There is certain supplements that I do find beneficial. I do take certain supplements, but I'll address those in a later video. But I just want you to understand that the vast majority of these supplement companies, the formulation of these is not, these scientists in white lab coats, researching meticulously all these ingredients and testing things and seeing how they work. 9 times out of 10, it's buddy in a suit who is looking at, the dollars and cents, trying to see what ingredients are popular, what sort of things will catch people's attention, and trying to figure out how they can make a product at the lowest possible cost with the highest possible price tag. And that's unfortunately how the majority of these companies run. These supplements are just thrown together by marketers who, basically just think of what ingredients are going to be the most recognizable to the general consumer. And since they know the majority of people don't really know proper dosing of these ingredients and aren't going to take the time to really look into that, they can get away with kind of microdosing, with underdosing the ingredients to the point where they're completely ineffective and still charge a crazy price for them. And that leads us to supplement scam number 2, which is simply just extremely overpriced supplements. These supplements literally cost the companies, $2-3 to make something like a fat burner, and then they'll turn around and sell it for $60-70 a month, sometimes even more. So if you look up the cost of the actual individual ingredients themselves, a lot of the times you can get the ingredients that make up the supplement for a lot cheaper than you could just buying the supplement itself, with the underdosed ingredients all thrown together. So you can not only save some money, but you can actually make a more effective product because you can adjust the dosing and actually use the proper dose of each of those ingredients. And so supplement scam number 3 is label fraud. Now you might not think this is too common, but over the years it's come up again and again and again. And a lot of big brand name companies have been nailed for this stuff. Things like GNC, Muscle Tech, Muscle Farm, a lot of these massive companies, basically when the products are tested, it doesn't even come close to the amounts of the ingredients that are listed on the labels. Underdosing certain things, using fillers to try to cut back on their costs and basically just rip you guys off. And the biggest, sort of most recent thing that happened in the industry was amino spiking. And this was with protein powders, where essentially the companies would use cheaper amino acids as fillers, usually glycine or taurine. And what this would do is these amino acids would register as complete proteins when tested, even though they're not. So it would make it register on the test that there's a lot more protein than there actually was. So you could be taking a scoop of protein that says it's 30 grams on the label of protein, and it might only be 15 or 20 grams of actual complete proteins. So this was a huge issue. A lot of companies were forced to reformulate all their products and pulled a ton of stuff off the shelves, but companies continue to get caught with these things because the industry is only very loosely regulated. So unfortunately, a lot of companies try to kind of slip things under the radar and end up just ripping you guys off. And that leads to the 4th supplement scam, and this is proprietary blends. So you'll see this on a ton of products. Thankfully, a lot of companies are starting to adopt the more like transparent labeling that they actually list the amounts of each individual ingredient, and that's just something that I think consumers are becoming more educated with supplements and are wanting to see the actual breakdown. And so what a proprietary blend is, if you don't know, essentially what they'll do is just list the total amount of several different ingredients and not actually break down how much of each ingredient is in the supplement. And this is in a ton of top products still, so I wanted to address it. Basically, you'll see on the label, it will actually say, super hypertrophy maximizer blend or whatever they want to call it. And then it'll list the ingredients, creatine, beta-alanine, citrulline malate, and whatever else. They'll list, 4 or 5 ingredients, and it will be an amount next to it, say 5 grams or 6.2 grams. But then when you think about it, creatine alone, if it's a monohydrate, you need 5 grams. Beta-alanine, you need, 3.2 grams. So already with 2 ingredients, it should be over 8 grams, but it's only 6. And then there's still, 3 or 4 other ingredients in there. And so this is a complete bullshit tactic that companies use to hide or try to hide an underdose supplement. Because literally 99.9% of the time, if there's a proprietary blend for that product, it's because they don't have the proper research dose of each ingredient. Otherwise, they would list it, because that would be something that they could use as like a competitive advantage. That would be something that they would want to advertise, that they have the full research dose of these ingredients, but they don't, so they hide it in a proprietary blend. And again, the general consumer doesn't know enough about proper dosing. They just see the list of these popular, recognizable ingredients, and they say, oh, wicked, it has all these things in it. Like, I've heard I'm supposed to take creatine and beta-alanine and citrulline and all these things. This has everything. I'm set. But then you don't realize that it's literally just sprinkles of each of these ingredients, and that just ends up making the supplement completely ineffective. So that's supplement scam number 4. Moving on to number 5. So supplement scam number 5, it's a lot less common, but it does still happen from time to time. And that is essentially the including of banned substances in their products. So like I said, not very common, but it's actually, thinking back to the most common supplements that it did affect, it's usually pre-workouts. Pre-workouts are a supplement that, people always want stronger, more powerful stimulants, more powerful kind of strength or pumps. And this generally leads to companies trying to sneak questionable ingredients into their products, and eventually they get caught, they get pulled off the shelves, athletes get screwed over and get caught or register as using banned substances, when it's really just something that the supplement company kind of slipped into their products, and it's damaged the reputation of a lot of kind of major people in the fitness industry. And that's pretty much all I have for that one. Now moving on to the 6th and final supplement scam, and this is a lot more common, and it's simply the use of fake before and after pictures. When you see like transformations in magazines and stuff like that, it's usually a either pro or semi-pro bodybuilder or fitness competitor that took the after pictures before when they prepped for a show, and then they take their before pictures a few months after their show when they put on weight and they've kind of let things go and they put on more fat. So really 9 times out of 10 the pictures are done in reverse, and then they'll say, oh, this amazing transformation was done over 90 days using this one product. All you got to do is take 2 pills a day and you'll be completely shredded and look like you could step on stage. But it's usually bullshit. There are some companies that do real transformations and things like that, which are awesome. But the majority of them are fake before and afters for transformations. And other big, more popular things are using, influencers in the fitness industry. So basically fake celebrity or athlete endorsements. So they'll have this, famous fitness personality say, oh man, I got shredded using this super fat burner 9000. Just take this and you can look like me. But in reality, that's never the case. Either the athlete or the celebrity doesn't even take the product at all to begin with, or if they do, it wasn't the product that got them the results. It was their training and their diet and working their ass off for years and years to get the physique that they want. Now, those are the 6 supplement scams. Now, I don't want you to think that I'm completely against the supplement industry and completely against all supplements. I do believe that certain supplements, very, very few supplements can be beneficial for simply just helping complete your nutritional requirements, making things more convenient for you. And there are a small select few supplements that I do think are beneficial and I do personally take, but I'll address those in a future video. For now, I just wanted to let you guys know that, if you don't have your training in nutrition on point, like 95-100% of where it should be, you're just completely wasting your money with supplements. It's simply marketers who prey on your insecurities and the wanting to have things happen overnight with our kind of instant gratification mentality, and they use that to their advantage and to your disadvantage and rip you guys off, charging you crazy amounts of money for either completely ineffective products or products that are completely underdosed and overpriced. And you'd be far better off spending your money on things like a gym membership, on higher, better quality foods, on things that are actually going to make a difference. So I hope you guys like this video. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe for more awesome videos, and if you know someone who could benefit from watching this, share this with any of your friends or family. And that's pretty much all for now. If you guys are looking for a complete step-by-step muscle building and fat loss program, I've put together my best possible training program I could possibly make. It's literally for people who find themselves too busy and too kind of time poor to stick to a fitness and nutrition program. It's only 3 days a week of training and you can get absolutely incredible results. So if you want to check that out, just head to the website. The link will be in the description below. Again, thank you so much for watching. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe for more videos. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below. And I'll talk to you guys again soon. Peace.